Hello and welcome. You know, when I do this, I'm always tempted to do an intro of one of my favorite shows when I was a kid.
Checho Kuli.
Yes. Lovely kiddie-bums and kiddie-bums, mummies, daddies.
I kind of felt it, but
felt it,
calm
right?
down,
Right.
calm down. Leave it.
Oh,
leave
that
it,
man
leave
has
it,
so
leave it
much
for
of
him,
an
ma.
influence on me.
I beg you, leave it for him for now.
Oh,
Okay.
man, you should start rehearsing.
Of course.
Well, you guys are welcome. This is the Upside Down Show. We're excited to be here to share your space with you on a lovely Sunday evening. We don't take it for granted that you choose, among all other things, to spend your time with us. We're super grateful to you. Thank you so much. And we pray that you keep faith with us even as we do our best to serve you nothing but total entertainment right here on the show. I am Nana Tufo.
And I'm Frema Dinyame, and indeed you are super welcome. This is the Upside Down Show, proudly brought to you by Sky Mineral Water. Today we are going all diplomatic, and we'll be zooming in. But in the world of diplomacy, there's is a mixture of everything. Diplomatic practice is about lifestyle, and those guys really love to have fun. Everything is kind of packaged in a certain way, in a very relaxed manner.
You picture all the protocols they have to follow, yet find time to live a social life, to have fun.
Oh yeah, and they work hard and they party real hard. So before we zoom into our conversation today, it's only appropriate that we go the entertaining way, just to prepare the grounds for us to have a smooth conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go straight over to the centric band. Let's just have a feel and soften the grounds a little bit for what is really ahead.
Takes the bullseye. The king of all king. The lord of all lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Rastafari. From the Bible to the Quran, Revelation in Jerusalem, Shalom, Salam Alaikum. You can see Christian, Jews and Muslims living together and pray, amen. Let's give thanks and praises to Mahu Abba Adonai. Give it thanks to the Most High. Now who are there? Bahu Abba, yeah, Jerusalem, here I am. Jerusalem, Shotem. Jerusalem, here I am. Hold your Jerusalem. You know what I'm feeling, I see? Reggae music, the Most High. Israel, I righty, Most High. Israel, I righty. And the overtimes. Hold on. Israel, I righty. Israel, I righty. Israel, I righty. Lovely, see? nation by the name of Gregory. My nightmare, only you alone can quench their thirst, oh Lord. My nightmares, oh Lord. Oh, the pain is getting worse. My head, my love. Is it nice? Don't wanna see no doctor, no. I need attendance for my days around the clock. Watch out. Cause there is no prescription for me. She's the one, the only remedy. My nightmares, oh God. Only you alone can quench the thirst. My nightmares, ooh Lord, all the pain is getting. This one from Rocky. Big up this one. It's a reggae music, nice, worldwide thing, my friend. Dedicate this song to you, my beautiful people. My beautiful people, come and sing along, yeah. Here I got a song for you, my beautiful people. My beautiful people, come and sing along, yeah. There are things in life you cannot hide. There are many bones that can be undone. You know life is a sacrifice. That's why I'm here, and I need it for you. Here I come with a song, my beautiful people. My beautiful people, come and sing along, yeah. I dedicate this song to you, my beautiful people. Oh, beautiful people, come and sing along, yeah. And you know I did it for you. So we're doing this one too, you know. Yeah. We love you.
In Ghana, West Africa, the mornings are somewhat, if not for the perfect companion. What a good day to start. Work is always effective with Nasco Home Appliances. Classic home appliance for the fisher folks. And Nijepa, I want Nasco Fie. Nasco, bring home happiness.
You're welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show right here on Channel 1 TV. Now, did you feel the energy, the vibe, the consciousness of the centric band, right?
It's amazing. I mean, There's just something about reggae music.
I know.
There's just something about reggae music. It uplifts your spirits. Well, no matter how down it is that you are.
It's very spiritual. Reggae music is very spiritual. It brings up every consciousness in you. Jah Rastafari. Yeah, man. Thank you very much to the Centric Band. And now we are going to be having a conversation that I'm super excited about. Anytime we've had to get up close and personal with our guests, it feels very different, especially when we know them, in some official capacity, and then we get to know the real person behind all the glitz and the glam, everything we see on TV and here on radio.
Yep, so we're about to get into it. We're going to take you on a diplomatic ride this evening. Stay with us even as we welcome His Excellency, the Israeli ambassador to Ghana. And of course, with oversight on a number of countries, Liberia and Sierra Leone, His Excellency Roey Gilad. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Good to have you on the show this evening. Please have a seat.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Good to be upside down every now and then.
That's what we're here. We're trying to let loose. Clearly you've had a busy schedule. So it's time to, just take a deep breath, sit back, relax, and just enjoy a wonderful conversation.
Never too busy to come to Channel 1. Thank you very much for the invitation, Freeman. And
You're welcome.
We're excited to have you. How are you doing?
Well, it's exactly a year since I came over, since we came over, my wife, myself. So I feel as if I was always in Ghana.
You didn't come with the kids?
We have one daughter. She's studying abroad.
Okay.
She came for a visit. She was highly impressed. She made many friends. Overall, this is a very friendly place.
Yeah.
It is.
So we are here already. We are what they call empty nesters. The birds flew over and we are by ourselves.
Nice.
Now, prior to your coming last year, had you visited Ghana before?
No, this was...
At all?
I've been to many places in Africa, East Africa. Actually, I started my diplomatic career in East Africa, in Nairobi, Kenya.
Okay.
And we left in 1994 in order to come back exactly after 30 years. I left as a second secretary. I came back as an ambassador. In between, we did visit many African countries all over Africa. But to Ghana, I've arrived only in September last year. But it seems to me as if I know this place already for much longer time.
Is this something you had expected, to ever come to Ghana?
It's a good... Oh, to ever come to Ghana? Yeah, I think so. Look, my career took me to many different places. We started way back in Nairobi, Kenya. Then we moved to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Then we moved to the UK. Then we moved to the US, Chicago. Then we moved to Ankara. And then we came to here. And in between each stations, we also spent time in Jerusalem.
Right.
Unlike other diplomats, we don't do, one tour d'horizon, but we, every 1 or 2 overseas missions, we go back to Jerusalem. So overall, this covers a span of 35 years, in which is my 6th overseas station, and the 3rd one where I'm the head of the mission.
Super. I mean, being a career diplomat, it's been quite a journey for you. I don't know, how does it feel like, a normal day in a diplomat's life?
Well, the nice thing about being diplomat is that every day is different. You know how you start the day, but you never know how you'll end it. Sometimes days look great, especially when you're invited to this wonderful place in the middle of the day. It doesn't happen every day, even though I'm doing quite a lot of media. I think that's a way to get to know the Ghanaian people and also let the Ghanaian people know me. I think being the ambassador of Israel is a little bit different than being ambassador of other countries. It's not a secret that Israel is facing, I think, many challenges. I don't think there is any other state in the world out of the 200 states that there are in the UN that are facing so many challenges day in and day out since their establishment In our case, in 1948, 9 years before Ghana was established. So the good thing about being the Israeli ambassador here is that there is never a dull moment. The bad thing about being an Israeli ambassador here is that there is never a dull moment. So choose between the two.
Ways. Right.
It goes both ways.
Right. But how much of a busy schedule do you have?
The schedule here is quite busy, especially when we do not cover only Ghana, we cover also Liberia and Sierra Leone. Our staff here is very devoted, very committed, but it's a small staff. All Israeli embassies all over the world are having small staff. I don't want to say that we are understaffed, but we do our utmost, and yet there is a lot of area to cover, and the blanket is very small. So every now and then we need to look. I should not complain. I've been in more challenging situation. I think basically we are busy, but we do manage to cover the important stuff.
Having been within the region for a while, even before coming to Ghana, what are some of the things you had heard about Ghana? And coming here yourself, have you experienced them? Are you disappointed, or have expectations been met?
No, look, I think Ghana is well known all over the world for the stability, for the democracy. This is not easy to, it's not very common in Africa. Let's speak frankly, to have such a stable democracy in the heart of Africa. Many African states lack this privilege of being both democratic and stable. Ghana faced some economic challenges around 2022. I'm happy to see that the current government have brought a new, I would say, vision and kind of a new, I would say, economic approach. And overall, I think the relations between Israel and Ghana since 1950, actually 56, we opened the office here 1 year before you achieved your independence, and this became our first embassy all over Africa.
Super.
Since then, I think relationships are friendly. I always say that when you go to the Makola market, you see that the Israeli flag is second only to the Ghanaian flag. You see many Israeli flags. I also have the habit of going into fishermen villages, and you see above the fishermen's boats, you always see a lot of flags. Also, the Israeli flag is very, very popular. People here, they like Israel. People in Israel, they like Ghana. Actually, as we speak now, there are a few Ghanaian youngsters that were born in Israel to Ghanaian families that have moved to Israel. Two of them are excellent football players, brothers that are playing in one of our elite teams. And another gentleman, he is the fastest runner, not only in Israel, but all over Europe in 200 meters. Gentleman by the name of Afrifa. He's a Ghanaian Israeli. So those sportsmen are actually another bridge between the two people. So I think there is a lot in common between Ghana and Israel. And that's actually a privilege to be the ambassador of Israel here.
You seem to, in just a year, know us, quite well. And we also would love to know you that well beyond just being the ambassador. We want to know that little boy, Roey, when you didn't even know that you were going to grow up to be an ambassador someday.
Well, I'm all yours.
Who were you? Who are your parents? Where were you born? Your education? How did you grow up?
Well, I was born in a small suburb of Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is not the capital, but it's the main city of Tel Aviv, of Israel, sorry. I was born to a family. My father was a CPA. My mother was a teacher. And actually, from a quite young age, I knew I'd like to deal with international relations, being a diplomat.
What were the signs?
Actually, my expertise is Middle Eastern studies. I speak Arabic. And so my academic studies were intertwined between international relations and Middle Eastern studies.
Right.
And I knew that I'd like to become member of the Israeli Diplomatic Corps. Therefore, also I tuned my academic studies that it will fit into this, what I thought a career at the time. And since then, indeed, that's, unlike today, that's the first job I took out of university. And I'm doing it also by now for more than 35 years. And I think it was a good choice. Obviously, there are, it's not only, I try not to let the work dominate all my life, even though that for ambassadors and diplomats, it's very tempting because every now and then you are moving to a new place. But I have also a set of hobbies. We can speak about it later. I have my family. My wife is here. My daughter is studying in Boston. We just met her now in Europe. We meet every now and then in different places. I have my parents still with us in Israel. My father is 96 years old. My mom is 93 years old.
Wow.
They are well. That's my daughter. You can see on the picture.
What's her daughter's name?
Yeah. Her name is Abigail. And you can see the background, the monastery, which is in the Judea desert. This monastery in the background goes way, way back. And this is a biking tour that we do. We like hiking.
Okay.
We like biking. That's why the helmet. So her name is Abigail. We have one daughter, but we thank the Almighty for sending her to us. This is hiking in Scotland. We do quite a lot of hiking. We also, I'm not sure there is a picture, but we hike quite a lot also here in Ghana. I think there is a picture of when we climbed the Afojato mountain. Hiking is one of my hobbies. Running is another hobby, as can be seen. I did by now 12 marathons all over the world.
Ooh.
That's a hobby.
Wow. If you had not been an ambassador or a diplomat, what would you have become?
That's a very good question. I ask myself often. It's a very good question. You see, my daughter is studying architecture.
Okay.
I'm fascinated often by bridges that I see. And I think maybe would like to be a bridge engineer.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not by coincidence because diplomacy is also about building bridges, but human bridges.
Yes.
But let's find out for you, in your career spanning over 35 years,
Indeed.
what has been the most rewarding for you as a career diplomat?
That's a good question. Look, again, as I said, I've been to 6 overseas missions. Some overseas missions were very easygoing. You see, as a marathon runner, when you ask me about rewarding, I don't think about the easy part, but about the challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you ask me about rewarding, I think I hear you as if you're asking about the most challenging. And the most challenging one professionally were Jordan and Turkey. Africa is a combination. We have many professional challenges here, but we meet a lot of support from the people. People here, they like Israel.
Yes.
That's not necessarily the case in Jordan. That's not necessarily the case in Turkey, with all due respect.
But why do you think so? Why do you think that's the case?
Why people here like Israel?
No, why people in Jordan and Turkey
Politically, we have some political, I don't want to be judgmental here, but we have some political issues. Here, I think the support comes from very strong religious feelings.
Exactly.
People, they hear about Israel, many of them visited Israel. I think mainly it comes both with Muslims and Christians. I think here the support and the sympathy drives from mainly religious feelings, and also from the fact that the Embassy of Israel here is since 1956. Yesterday I was reading a little bit the history of Ghana, and I discovered that even the Embassy of Russia here is from 1960, 4 years after we opened the office here.
Yeah.
So really the relationship between the two people are intertwined, and they go way back. And as much as the job sometimes here is challenging, I really lean on support and a lot of sympathy of the Ghanaian people. They all feel very warm towards the state of Israel. You know, a new phenomenon that we see lately is that there are a lot of Ghanaian soccer players that go to play in Israel.
Yeah.
I think this might be the European league with the biggest number of Ghanaian soccer players. So everybody is watching the players playing in England because this is a better league.
Yeah.
But so there is a lot of traffic between the people. Israeli companies are active here. So as much as Israel and Ghana are very far and you need 2 flights and you need a layover, which always makes it complicated, I think the traffic and the dialogue between the two people is extremely active, and I'm very happy about it.
You know, you're right on the religious connection
Yeah.
bit, you know. I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but when I was young, when I used to go
You're
to
still
Sunday
young.
school. Well, yes, but when I was much younger, you know, when I used to go
That's a
to
better way
for
to put
Sunday
it.
school,
Yeah.
you know, I always thought that Israel was in heaven, you know, because you feel that
is,
everything you
it is.
see in the Bible,
It
you are
is.
talking about heavenly stuff and all that. In fact, we grew up to a certain level before we knew that no, Israel is
Yeah.
on earth, Garden of Eden is on earth. So Israel has a special place in our hearts,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because it is a heaven in a certain
Some people
way.
even studied Hebrew in
Yeah.
the classes, especially religious schools, a Catholic religious school. I meet quite a number of people that they know to speak some Hebrew words, and when I ask them about it, they say, "Yeah, we learned it in school when we were
Yeah,
very young."
yeah.
So, again, I can't complain.
You know, on that score, would you work, you know, to consider maybe in the near future, Ghana and Israel, there won't be any visa issues if you want to visit your country?
That's a good question. I must tell you frankly, I'm not sure that this is possible, and not in the short run. Without getting into too many details, there is quite a significant number of Ghanaians who took advantage and stayed in Israel longer than the terms of the visa. I don't want to get into it. This is a different program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to answer your question in a serious way, there is here an issue that we are ironing with your government. And when this issue will be solved, we might have a policy of no visas. But I don't see it coming in the very near future.
We'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll be finding out from you for the past 12 months what you've been eating, how you've been unwinding, and you know how you're coping with the weather and everything in between. This is the Upside Down Show. Our guest today is the Israeli ambassador to Ghana, to Sierra Leone, and also Liberia as well. This is the Upside Down Show. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness, ministering live Perez Music alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus, also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabi Akwe and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to support this ministry, you can do so by purchasing our special event merchandise or call 0557 116 607. That is 0557 116 607. Let's come together and raise a sound of gratitude for God's love and kindness. It's going to be nothing short of heaven on earth. This event is proudly sponsored by Eddie Spitzer and powered by Rima City of Worship. Media partner City FM in town.
You're welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show. Our guest in the studio, His Excellency Roey Gilad. And we've been talking about his life as a diplomat and everything around that. Now, he is Ghanaian, you know, and we proudly want to own him. For as long as he's here, he is one of us. I'm sure by the end of the show, we probably will find a Ghanaian name for him. I don't know which one he will choose. Exactly, you know. I mean, if he has, we'll add.
Ghanaian. No need to, you know, to apologize.
Yes, exactly.
I
you
don't
know.
feel Ghanaian.
No, we are owning you. You know, exactly. So we will give him a name before he goes, even if he has one. There's nothing wrong with.
Kojo.
Yeah,
Kojo.
Monday is Kojo.
So Kojo
Yeah,
Gilad.
I came ready.
Oh, very ready. So
Hey,
he's
it's like the
Kojo.
Kojos are taking everything over. We have Kojo
Kojo Choi is here,
And we have
and then
Kojo Gilad.
Kojo Gilad is also here. So, well, the Tuesday borns, I mean, you have to look
we
sharp.
need
You
to
have
be
to
up
look
and
sharp.
doing. We need to be up and
Anyway, so, Your Excellency, tell us, for the past 12 months, what have you been eating at home, Ghanaian food?
Well, I ate a lot of jollof.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my favorite, and soon you're going to ask me if I prefer the Nigerian jollof and the
I wouldn't even
Ghanaian.
ask you because you like the
See,
Ghanaian.
no doubt, the Ghanaian jollof is
Yeah.
my favorite.
Okay.
And overall, the food here is more or less like the Israeli food.
Really?
But indeed, it is the jollof which is my favorite. I think you have very good restaurants in Ghana and all over, actually, in Accra and all over Ghana. So this is one topic that I cannot complain.
Super.
Very well. I mean, we're going to go very, very light on the conversation. But before that, let me just go a bit heavy
Please.
on diplomacy and development.
Please.
Right? And I'm drawing from the similarities I asked you about earlier. One that we can agree on is both of us, Ghana and Israel, belonging in regions that are, if you like, open to extremist threats. Right? But what we have is the relationship with our neighboring countries that are currently suffering this. I'm not sure if your country is having conversations with Lebanon over Hezbollah.
Yeah. No, look, that's a very good question, Anna. Look, you have basically three borders. You have border with Togo, which is peaceful, border with Cote d'Ivoire, which is peaceful. You have, of course, the sea, and you have Burkina Faso, which maybe is a little bit less peaceful, not because of the government of Burkina Faso, because of terrorists and jihadists that are crossing every now and then. The situation in Israel is different. We are none of our border is peaceful. Maybe the border with Jordan is more peaceful. The border with Egypt might be more peaceful, but the border with Gaza, the border with Syria, and the border with Lebanon are not peaceful. That has to be said.
Yeah.
When I spoke earlier on about challenges that we meet, those are the challenges. And yet, you know, I think we are watching now serious changes, both in Lebanon and in Syria. In Syria, there is a new regime. We are cautious, but we hope that this regime will not be so hostile to Israel. In Lebanon, you see serious challenges. The government now is demanding Hezbollah to disarm themselves. That's something we didn't have before. We have a serious challenge with Hamas in Gaza. I strongly believe that we shall see the light at the end of the tunnel sooner than what people think. Actually, you see now that the Arab world, I would say the moderate Arab world, Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Morocco, they basically align with Israel and they tell Hamas, look, the future of the Palestinian people is more important than your future. You have to give up. You have to disarm yourself. Weapons should be owned by the state, by the government, not by terrorist organizations. So I'm quite optimistic. I think we shall see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know exactly when. But I think 2026 is going to be more peaceful year for us for the last 2 years since October 23. So we are nearly 2 years into a war, but I believe that 2026 indeed is going to be a more peaceful year.
I pray so.
And also permit me to draw into the breakaway of the Alliance for Sahel States from ECOWAS.
Indeed,
and
that's
how
very true.
Israel sees this,
That's
as well as
very
the efforts
true.
being made by our president to bring
Look,
it back.
I'm following this breakthrough of the Sahel Alliance. I watch it closely. And there are two approaches in ECOWAS. I think one is more aligned with the Côte d'Ivoire, that is more, I would say, controversial and maybe looking for a conflict, and a different approach of President Mahama, which is more friendly, which is trying to hug the Sahel Alliance. Look, again, I don't want to be judgmental. Personally, I think the approach of President Mahama of trying to keep them as friendly as you can. Look, I don't think there's going to be a U-turn. I don't think that the Sahel Alliance, the three states, Niger, Mali, and Burkina, are going to make a U-turn. I think they've decided to pull back from ECOWAS. That has to be said. But even if they decided not to be part of ECOWAS, still you can maintain friendly relations with them. And I think that's the aim of President Mahama, that is currently in Japan. We are following it very closely. Let me put it this way. As much as you think that your neighbors might be challenging in the Sahel, if you are willing for a trade-off, take our neighbors and give us your neighbors, we are willing for this deal. It's not a good deal for you, it's an excellent deal for us.
We can't
So
handle
if you think you are facing challenges, then look at our neighbors and then you understand what are real challenges.
Right. Our bilateral
Yeah.
relations are mostly on agriculture, healthcare, education. And I mean,
There are
Israel
new
is investing
dimensions.
heavily in
That's a good
security,
question. And
yeah.
exactly. There are new dimensions. It started with agriculture. Actually, as we speak now, we've been asked by the President's office to arrange an agriculture summit, bilateral agriculture summit. We are working on it. But we are trying to go into a new dimension. We helped Ghana a little bit on the security aspect. Actually, some of your offshore drillings are being protected by the Ghanaian Navy, but using boats and ships they have leased from Israel, and they're doing a very good job. I mean, the Navy, let alone the ships. We helped also a little bit to protect the northern border. But again, the bilateral relations go beyond agriculture and beyond security. Nowadays, cyber security is a very important dimension. We have two very important conferences in Israel in March and June. And usually the Ghanaian delegations are one of the biggest one. So the conference we had in June had to be interrupted because of the war. But I've noticed that cybersecurity is an important element. President Mahama initiated a very interesting initiative known as the 1 million coders. If indeed this initiative will be successful, I think it will be very interesting for Israeli companies. There is a big need in Israel for coders. And we don't have enough coders. Currently, we're lean on East Europe, we're lean on India. And in the future, if indeed this initiative is successful to produce good coders in a reasonable cost, then I think Israeli companies might have interest in what is happening here. Nana, the sky is the limit, and it's part of my commitment to bring much more dimensions into the bilateral relations.
So how long are you here for?
So I came again a year ago. Usually the average times that my predecessor stayed here was 3 years. That can last between 2 and 4. Sometimes it can be 5 years, but all my predecessors have been here 3 years. So it remains to be seen. We're just beyond the first year.
Right now, what are your KPIs, in coming in? What are you supposed to achieve, your performance indicators? What are you supposed to achieve at the end in Ghana at the end of the 3 years or 4 to 5 years that you stay here?
So look, that has to be said. Many people, I think, do not understand exactly what's the role of ambassador, what's the responsibility of ambassador. All ambassadors in the world, including your ambassador in Israel, Lydia, are sent to represent the interests of the country who sent them.
Yeah.
I'm on the payroll of the Israeli taxpayer. I'm getting a very decent salary. But I have to, I just read yesterday that your Minister of Foreign Affairs in Japan now, Mr. Samuel Ablakwa, said that from September 1st, Ghanaian diplomats and Ghanaian ambassadors all over the world will be measured by the amount of business that they bring back to Ghana. That's exactly the right thing to do. I'm trying to develop a friendly relationship between the people. But at the end of the day, the aim, the target of my stay here is to represent Israeli interests. One interest that I spoke about often, and it's not a secret, that Jerusalem is not very happy with the pattern of vote of Ghana in international fora. Sometimes we believe that this friendship that I spoke about is not being reflected in the best way. So this is, one political interest I'm trying to achieve. A business, there are some Israeli companies here that are doing good business. Public relations, to explain better what Israel is doing and all the challenges that Israel is meeting. But again, after all, just like your ambassador in Israel, so the Israeli ambassador here is here to deliver Israeli interests. Happily, and again, it wasn't always the case in my career, happily, Israeli interests and Ghanaian interests are intertwined in many, many places. You have two democracies, two states that are looking for stability and prosperity. That's not always the case. And in that case, I think that's part of this, I would say, strategic alliance between Israel and Ghana, that in our case, since 48, in your case, since 57, both states were looking for stability, for democracy. You had some rough years, that has to be said, between, I think, 67 and 92. Israel have managed to keep its democracy ever since. But both states, I think, at the end of the day, are stable politically, economically, socially. Since 92, you didn't have, thanks God, any coup d'etat. We never had one. And that's something that you need to appreciate. There are, I think, 193 states in the world, nearly 200. Not all of them enjoy this atmosphere of stability. And it shouldn't be without saying. People take it for granted. That should not be taken for granted, not in the Middle East, nor in Africa.
That's it. I mean, the final one.
Quickly, okay, before the final, you go to church here?
Our church is known as synagogue.
Okay.
There is one synagogue here, and I go there we are sabbatical. We're going on Saturday.
Okay.
So I go there every Saturday. So the Jewish people, their church is known as synagogue, just like Christians are going to church and Muslim goes to mosque. So we go to the synagogue. So and we go not on Sunday. We go on Saturday. However, I didn't visit yet a mosque here, but I visited many churches on Sunday. We are invited often, and you have some huge churches here with a very strong atmosphere. Singing is beautiful and playing music. So we like very much. We go quite often to different churches.
Are the Ghanaian Christians different from the Israeli Christians?
Yes, there are some differences, some major differences. Look, Christianity was born from Judaism. There are some differences, major differences, but I think both are Christians that praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
Amen.
And both are very moral religions. There are some differences, but I'm not sure that you'll have to invite me again to speak about
right.
the few,
Yes.
but between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, those are the three biggest monotheist religions in the world, and there is some differences, but much more in common. I don't know. We still have time because
A little bit.
So let me do one thing so my wife will not be very upset with me.
Anything for Madame.
There you go. I will be remiss if I will not mention, since my wife is organizing it, the second ever Israeli Film Week that will be presented here between the 17th and the 20th of September in Accra Mall. We are bringing actually 5 films, 5 nights, but the first one is for invitees only. So 4 nights between the 17th and the 20th will be open to everybody, free of charge. We are bringing 4 Israeli films, and the unique thing, talking about intertwine between Israel and Ghana. At the beginning of every Israeli film, there will be a short Ghanaian film.
Oh, wow.
Okay, great.
We visited lately the school that was called once Nafti. I think now they call it School of Unimac. I think some of your staff might have studied there. Hi guys, if anybody here is you see that's the guy there. I think the director is a graduate of Unimac. We went there, we visited the place, we choose 5 films, short films. I saw them, wonderful films.
Produced by the students.
Produced by, the very professional films. I was taken by surprise because leaning on quite a small budget, very professional films. So that's what makes me very proud that at the beginning of each Israeli film, the Israeli films are longer, like 1.5 hours. There will be a short Ghanaian film, and everything is free of charge. There will be raffle, there will be popcorn. So just come to it. So now my wife will be okay with me. She said, if you forget to mention it, you don't need to come back home, just go to a hotel.
So now you can go back home.
I spoke about it 17th to the 20th of, let me check, September, Accra Mall. Please come and watch. 6 o'clock in the evening. Thank you very much. You see, it's even written here. If I would have been forgotten, it would have been a crisis.
But you listen to Ghanaian music.
I do.
Who's your favorite?
Well, we go often to 233, the jazz club. We are. I like very much Rocky Daouni. I think I heard some of his stuff earlier on. Wonderful people in Jerusalem. Josh Black. He's playing the saxophone. He actually played for us in our national reception. There is another gentleman that the name is a little bit challenging. It's Della Botry. He's playing
Della
Botry.
He plays the flute.
Indeed. So I would say that those 3 are my favorites. However, we do go often, every fortnight nearly, to 233. We know also the owner of the club. And there are some other good clubs in Ghana. The band that was playing here before I came over was excellent. So I think that on top of football and some other greats, and the Jollof, also the music here is second to none.
So which protein actually goes well with the jollof for you?
Which what, sorry?
Protein. Would you choose with a jollof?
Look, I like to eat it with, I'm less after meat, so I like to eat it with potatoes and other stuff, with fish. I take it with fish. I'm less after meat. I take it with chicken and with fish. That's my favorite. Less beef.
Wow.
Well, he's heavy on meat, so he will take it with goat meat.
Punana.
He likes the juicy stuff.
On the P2P end, you're really stretching your tentacles. But on that same angle, at the P2P level, finally, how would you hope that Ghanaians remember you at the end of your mission?
Wow, Nana, that's a challenging question. the most important thing for every diplomat is not to be judgmental. I have a lot of respect to what I see here. I'm aware that people here are facing economic challenges. It's not easy. And yet, I see here happy people.
Yeah.
I see here people that are very optimistic, as I said before. People that remind me very much Israel. And if Ghanaian people will remember that was here a decent Israeli diplomat that really loved Ghana and loved Ghanaians. And I think that's more than I can expect.
Your Excellency, thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you very much, sir.
We're so
It
grateful
was an
to you.
honor.
Yeah. Beautiful conversation.
having
And we'll
you.
show up. We'll show up for the film night.
Please,
Yeah.
please,
yes,
please,
yes.
by
We'll
all
come for the
means,
film night.
it will not be the same without you.
We'll be there.
Thank
We'll
you
be
so
there.
much.
We'll be there.
All right, you're still watching the Upside Down Show here on Channel 1 Television. We've been speaking with His Excellency, the ambassador, Israeli ambassador to Ghana, with oversight in Liberia and Sierra Leone, His Excellency Roey Gilad. Stay with us. We'll take a quick spin. When we come back, we'll continue the show.
Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. The This is Ghana Exhibition highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. This is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining made in Ghana across every sector. The dates: Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through till 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. For inquiries or participation details, call us on 0205-973-973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and Ghana Exim Bank, and is supported by Twillium Industrial Company Limited and Build Financial Technologies.
All right, you're welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show here on Channel 1 TV, and what a conversation we've had. Boy, so much to chew on. I'm even rethinking my priorities, whether I want to be a diplomat at this age. But it's never too late, right?
Well, no. At this point, I'm not sure about as a career diplomat, but by appointment.
Very well.
You understand?
Maybe by
so
appointment,
align
yeah.
properly.
It's the alignment, no?
No,
Alignment,
at this point, wherever you want to go, this is the time.
Okay, I'm not sure which alignment she's talking about, but yeah, I'm thinking
But-
of the
but-
vulcanizer at. Okay, let's
So
leave
that's
it
the
there.
kind of diplomat you want to be. That one, I can even take you there.
But one thing that is never too late to do is to learn how to play an instrument or two.
At all.
Some fine gentlemen have been playing the instruments. Charlie, it's been wonderful. The energy has been great. And that lead, that guy who's been singing, Charlie, that guy looked like some enchantment or something. He was in some spirit
There's
or
a proper
something.
Rastafarian.
Listen, their manager is sitting here. He will tell us what has been going on with them. Michael, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, Michael is with the Centric Band, and he's here to talk us through the Centric Band, the composition of the band, their own compositions and renditions, and of course where we
Bars,
can find them.
man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Charlie, I think I need to take this music thing serious.
You're very sure, very sure. Serious.
No, you are music.
Oh,
you
Michael,
know.
you go sign me.
Oh yeah, why not?
As what, anyway?
Oh, when he comes, we
As
get to know.
Mazua for now.
We'll
give-
find
we'll
something
find-
for
As
you.
Mazua for now. I'll carry your bands to
We'll find
face.
something for you to do anyway.
Anyways, talk to us about the Centric Band, man. How long have you guys been together?
Oh well, we've laid low for a while, a couple of while now, and then though this is now our first time coming here,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
So it entails a lot, you know. This kind of business, you have to stay low and then learn more before you come out, because it's very let's say challenging out there. With
So how
couple
long
of
has the
bands.
learning taken you?
Couple of years.
Wow.
Yes.
Only?
Years.
Yeah, no, so
Only years, sure.
So like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years.
No, it's about
17 years.
It's about 7 years now.
So you started,
Centric Band.
you started
Underground
and
then.
then,
Underground. Yeah.
okay, so you've been in the scene,
Yes,
but you've been learning
underground.
for the
Yes,
past
so
7
yes.
years. So now it's time to blow.
Yes, sure.
So you are no longer underground.
No.
Okay,
Now
now
you're
you have
out
blown,
there.
or you are blowing,
On
or
the
you are
way.
about
Present
to blow.
continuous.
Pipeline.
That pipeline will best one day.
No, we are doing this one. But how many members do you have in the band?
For now we are 13.
13.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Amazing. Charlie, the band, you guys are amazing.
Oh,
you
yes.
guys are
Yes,
wonderful.
you're very
Super,
good.
super stuff. I like it. But one thing that you should also be looking at is, I mean, venturing into other instruments and all.
Yes, sure.
So I believe that's why it's still open
Yes,
for
more
membership, people
membership.
to join in. Because there are some big score gigs that are dependent on just one instrument. You heard the ambassador talk about the laboratory.
Yes.
He plays the flute. You get it?
Sure.
And he's gaining all this level of recognition. So Charlie, the sky.
No,
know-
you will reach there. You will reach there.
Yeah. But centric guys, Charlie, you guys know.
How do we find you out
Super
there?
stuff, super
Um,
stuff.
well, we are on other social media handles like the TikTok and
Okay.
then the IG. Then the TikTok is Centric Band Official.
What do you do on TikTok? You put your rehearsals
Yes.
there on your
Mo-
shows.
Your shows and
Yeah.
both the rehearsal session.
Because I mean, I don't want to subscribe and I wake up and someone come in the morning, come to brush their teeth and say,
No.
yeah, that's why I don't go to that
It's not
place.
an individual page, it's an official page.
All
So,
right,
Yeah.
yeah. And then the IG is Centric Band Africa.
Okay.
Centric
Yeah.
Africa.
And you can also contact us with our phone number 056 64 84 40.
056 64 84 40.
Right.
Right. Mike, Charlie, thank you so much. And we wish you guys well. You guys are amazing.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Next time, just call me, make a tag along.
Sure.
Especially the rehearsals. At least I can be there and nodding my head and tapping my
very
feet.
nice.
If I can't sing, I'll dance.
No, you get something to do. Don't worry. The
Something
most
must kill a
important thing is you should be there. That's the most important thing, of course. Right, Michael, thank you very much, and I love to Centric Band as well. And keep up the good work. Yeah.
Thank you so.
All right, and everything that has a beginning surely has an end. It's been a fantastic day, and thank you very much for joining us. We earlier had a conversation with the Israeli ambassador to Ghana with oversight responsibility over Sierra Leone and Liberia. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Frema Eduname.
And I am now Your Excellency Nana Tufo. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again.
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness. Ministering live, Perez Music, alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus. Also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabi Akwe and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to